Yes. I was working from home. My work was my laptop because I was a blogger. I'm still a blogger. And I was doing most of the work myself, and I enjoyed it. And I guess that's why I was able to do it for so many years.
When it comes to sourcing for hot topics and a highly engaging entertainment gist in Nigeria, you can always count on us. Thank you for subscribing, and if you haven't, please go subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep you updated on the latest gist. Some young persons have seen beyond the pandemic and rode on the wave of the downside economy in Nigeria to greater financial achievements. These cadre of young Nigerians are consistently building their wealth. Follow me as we check out the youngest millionaires in Nigeria in 2021. Number 8. Linda Ikeji. Linda Ikeji is a Nigerian blogger, entrepreneur, investor, and CEO of Linda Ikeji Media. Her company is into information marketing, advertising, movie streaming, and real estate. She started a blog in 2006 and turned it into a multi-billion naira business. She has an estimated worth of over 10 billion naira. She is currently in her early 30s. When blogging is mentioned in Africa, one of the top names that come to mind is Linda Ikeji. It will be almost impossible for her not to come to mind when blogging is mentioned, because she has shown that you can find a way to create value out of your passion and ultimately monetize it. After university, Linda Ikeji worked hard to break into journalism by launching her own media company, Black Dove Communications. Black Dove Communications is a modeling agency and event management outfit. She also started a magazine called FM&B, which released its first issue in 2006. After struggling with both businesses, she decided to give up on them. For FM&F, she struggled to get advertisers on board and also discovered how time-consuming and capital-intensive the project was. Only 2 more editions saw the light of the day. Concerning Black Dove, Linda Ikeji had this to say: "I gave up on the office, Black Dove Communications, in 2010 when I could not afford the rent anymore and moved my business back home." About a year later, the blogging I started in 2006 changed my life. It was in the same 2006 that Linda Ikeji started blogging as a hobby using blogger.com and with a blog name as lindaikeji.blogspot.com. She started blogging when the internet was not as prominent as it is today, and she made a post from a cyber cafe. Linda Ikeji had no set goal for her blogging hobby and blogged for many years before making any money from it. She later obtained lindaikejiblog.com, which is viral today. The media entrepreneur is now a celebrity blogger who is considered to be one of the most successful bloggers in the world. Number 7. Igo Sanomi. Igo Sanomi is one of the youngest billionaires in Nigeria. He's an entrepreneur, an investor, and a business executive. He was born in Agbo, Delta State, Nigeria. Igo Sanomi is the CEO of Talaveras Group and also the executive director at Cosmos Oil. He has an estimated worth of over 10 billion naira. He's currently in his early 30s. Igo Sanomi commenced his career immediately after his graduation as the co-founder and executive director of Syrian Oil, an oil company with its core operation in West Africa. As the executive director, he made trading operations better through his negotiations for export and delivery of fuel oil from West Africa to the United States Gulf Coast. He was able to secure a partnership with a major international oil trading group in Zug, Switzerland. The partnership resulted in the importation and exportation of refined petroleum products to and from West Africa. Igo Sanomi is an inspiring African success story. His journey has shown that anyone can start and grow in any industry with or without self-owned primary funds. Number 6. Jason Njoku. Founder of Iroko Partners and Iroko TV, Jason Njoku was not born with wealth or legacy. He was raised by his mother along with his 4 brothers and sisters. As a kid, he was part of the working class. Although he did attend school in London from the ages 12 to 15, then proceeded to complete his A-levels in a college in Nigeria. The University of Manchester was his next destination to study chemistry, and he successfully graduated in the year 2004. His life was on a pretty decent track, but his true test was only beginning. Between the year 2005 and 2010, Jason Njoku failed to start up quite a few enterprises. Some of these enterprises included a blog network, a t-shirt business, and a web design company. Eventually, he realized there were opportunities in the TV industry in terms of the internet television network. Gaining inspiration from Western companies such as Netflix and Hulu, he figured, why not capitalize on the market since Africa had nothing like this yet? In 2011, he co-founded Iroko TV with his best friend, Bastian Gota. The company has now raised over $22 million from international venture capital. In July of 2012, Forbes Africa recognized Jason Njoku as one of the 10 young African millionaires to watch at the age of 31. In 2013, he was dubbed the CNBC All-Africa Business Awards Young Leader of the Year. To adjust to the changing times and the general broadband problems that are faced in Africa, Njoku decided to create an Android app that would allow its viewers to access any movie from the 5,000 that are registered in 2015. Despite all his failures, Njoku never gave up. He stayed persistent and wanted to achieve greatness and success until he reached his goal. Number 5. Mark Asian. Mark Asian is one of the youngest billionaires in Nigeria. He's an entrepreneur, software developer, and startup investor. He's the CEO of Hotels.ng, which is one of the first online hotel booking websites in Nigeria. He has an estimated net worth of over 10 billion naira. He is currently in his early 30s. Before Mark Asian could get admission into the university, he was required to study for a year for an exam similar to A-levels, which was extended by 6 months as he did not pass the mandatory German language test. During this time, he spent his time studying and doing part-time jobs, one of which was taking care of a sick man during his night shift while also learning to program. In 3 months, he developed a file-sharing software called GNOME using Visual Basic, which was later acquired by a large software company called Snoopstar. When he joined the company, they were rebuilding the software in C++, and he had to learn it in a short time, mostly on the job. But regardless, his work experience gave him a lot of programming knowledge. The timeline between his bachelor's and master's degree was when he created the trial version of Hotels.ng, which was nothing more than a listing of hotels at the time. It was after that was done that he moved back to Nigeria and took to rigorous market research before launching in 2013. Upon the launch of his business, he put out press releases, which in a short time caught the attention of Iroko TV's founder, Jason Njoku, who had set up Spark, a startup in search of prospective internet businesses to invest in. Spark.ng started with an initial investment of $75,000 before making another investment worth $150,000 a few months later when momentum picked up significantly. This financial buffer helped them to grow the platform's hotel listings and expand their customer base. When asked why he chose to work on hotels by TechPoint, Mark Asian said, "I became very focused at looking at what the market wants, not what I want, and if I can go in to fulfill that." Picking hotels was a function of understanding that it was something that worked in many markets and could potentially work in Nigeria. Hotels.ng is said to be presently worth over $10 million with over 100 staff, with most of them constantly scouting for new hotels and updating the information about them on the platform. Number 4. Abiola Olaniran. Abiola Olaniran is the founder and CEO of GameSoul, one of the first gaming companies in Africa, and is also Nigeria's highest paid Windows game developer. GameSoul, a company founded in 2012, has built mobile games with over 10 million downloads, both locally and internationally, from the Windows Phone Store. As a student of computer science and mathematics at the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Abiola Olaniran participated in a lot of competitions, and during his quest for an area of focus, he discovered that he was going to go into application development. Mobile gaming was the key niche, with applications that had the most requests from smartphone users, from utility to entertainment, business applications, social networking, and more. We have more people requesting mobile games than any other category. This makes it a lot easier for an individual developer with no initial resources to build something that can grow organically without having to do a lot of marketing. While an independent developer, Abiola Olaniran was also a Google student ambassador, and through the network, he got to know about a startup accelerator in South Africa called 88MPH. He applied for the program and ended up being the only Nigerian startup accepted at the time. At this time, his startup was called GameSoul. GameSoul develops a wide array of entertaining and educational games for Windows phones and Windows 8, usually around an African theme. Within 6 months of launch on the Windows Phone Store, over 3 million people from all over the world had played GameSouls games. And as of February 2015, GameSouls games have been downloaded over 10 million times across 25 countries in Africa, Asia, Europe, and South America. GameSouls has created more than 35 games, and in 2014, it was one of the 5 companies to receive a grant from the Microsoft Africa Initiative. Number 3. Tonye Rex Idaminabo. Tonye Rex Idaminabo is the founder of the African Achievers Award. He is also the executive director of Repetition Pole International Limited, UK, and the co-founder of the Young CEOs Business Forum, a platform that trains and empowers young entrepreneurs across various countries around the world. With a passion to help motivate the youth to do great things, Tonye, upon leaving Nigeria, had a dream to create a platform that celebrates African success and in the process would inspire many others to go the same route that only brings progress to a people, nation, continent, and oneself. To achieve this, he founded the African Achievers Awards and met with a few challenges at the beginning, executed the success of the event. Number 2. Ladi Delano. Ladi Delano is the co-founder and CEO of Bakri Delano Africa, DBA, a billion-dollar joint venture with Bakri Group, Indonesia. Born in 1983 to Nigerian parents, Ladi Delano suffered from mild dyslexia and deafness in one ear. This made education challenging for him and in the process hampered his progress in college, where he had to drop out because of his learning difficulties posed by these disabilities. By the age of 22, Ladi Delano had founded a top-selling liquor company. Many dollars and a few hard lessons later, Delano couldn't be surer of himself. You may choose fancy words to describe his business acumen, but one will suffice: natural. This is the story of a born businessman. In April 2012, Ladi Delano decided it was time to return to Nigeria. He recognized that Nigeria has a lot of potentials, with 60% of the population under the age of 35 and a youth unemployment rate sitting at 43%. He pulled together a consortium of high net worth families and some financial institutions in the private equity space to invest in Nigeria. With a promising consortium of investors, Delano returned to Nigeria. The skills shortage proved a new thorn in his tender side. Delano sought a partner to bridge the gap. Bakri Group is one of the largest conglomerates in Indonesia. Through a joint venture with Delano, the Bakri Group invested $1 billion over 5 years in the mining, agriculture, and oil and gas industry in Nigeria. From London to China and West Africa, through liquor, mining, and real estate investment, it has been a roller coaster ride for Ladi Delano, but we have a feeling he has only just started. Number 1. Shijibomi Ogundele. 36 years old Shijibomi Ogundele leads this current path largely due to his investment. The real estate mogul, who drew inspiration from Dr. Shujimoto Koga, a professor of a Japanese university, built high-tech houses. His introduction into real estate in Nigeria was through a real estate dealer known as Akin, who he met at a club in Ikoyi on one of his trips to Nigeria. He was asked to invest 50 million naira into a project for a block of flats in the real estate that is being developed. Against the advice of his family members, he decided to take the risk, which after some time paid off, and he was able to sell the house at 105 million, making over 100% return on investment in that particular deal. Having seen how lucrative the business was, he started considering starting a business of his own to take advantage of a new generation of Nigerian consumers who had started appreciating the value of the luxury real estate and were willing to pay for it. Shijibomi Ogundele founded Shujimoto in 2013, which he named after a Japanese university professor to who he attributes a large part of his success. His first big project was Lincoln Avenue in Accra, Ghana, a set of 16 townhouses of 4-bedroom apartments, a project he carried out in partnership with Wonderworld Petronia. He then went ahead to construct the Medici Terrace luxury apartment in Ikoyi, Lagos. The terraces were elegant and luxurious. They have 7 units of houses with high-quality materials and 4 bedrooms each, a rooftop lounge, 24-hour security, art, gym, and more. Shijibomi's story is truly an inspiring one. It serves as proof that with vision, hard work, and tenacity, anybody can rise above the rat race and achieve their true potentials. It also shows that there is truly no valid excuse for failure. That's it for today's gist. If you enjoyed this video, comment down below your thoughts, give this a like, share with your friends, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to keep you updated for more latest celebrity news from Naija Gist.